From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, this is Nick Petro with your routine Thursday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. This briefing covers the period today through the 10th of June through next Wednesday. So jumping right into the briefing, I thought I would start off with some of the key messages from the National Hurricane Center regarding Tropical Depression Cristobal, which is down there over the Yucatan. And you could see that Cristobal is forecast to reemerge over the southern Gulf of Mexico on Friday and move northward over the central northern Gulf of Mexico over the weekend. There is a risk of some tropical storm force winds from Louisiana to the western Florida Panhandle, and some storm surge in that area. And these hazards, along with heavy rainfall, will be a concern for the Gulf Coast. So we'll be watching that. Sorry for the barking dog there. I am teleworking, so so my dog's I guess wants to join the briefing here. Wish I could get her on the briefing, but anyway, nevertheless, Cristobal remnants are forecast to move northward up into the Mississippi River Valley there early next week, and I'll talk about that some more here in just a minute. All right, the next slide. Whoops, I went one slide too fast there. So for today, you'll see high pressure over Bermuda, the so-called Bermuda Ridge, and lower pressure to our west and to our north in the form of that frontal boundary. So we're going to be on the warm side of things, which will mean basically hot, lower 90s once again for today, increased humidity. There is a weather disturbance to our west that will move east, and that'll help. That, along with the heat and humidity, will run the risk for isolated showers and thunderstorms. But today, we can't rule out an isolated severe storm or two, wind gusts being the main threat, mainly north and west of the triangle. But then we'll run the risk for isolated showers and thunderstorms basically each day until a cold front sweeps through late Saturday night. And then until that happens, look for above normal temperatures until that front sweeps through. Heat indices could touch the upper 90s in the northern coastal plain today, so be careful if you're doing outside activities. Take the usual heat precautions, drink plenty of water, and take frequent breaks. And then you'll notice that for the early next week period, down in the lower left, look at the H's there over the eastern Great Lakes. That's high pressure, which will bring cooler and drier air mass extending down into North Carolina, so that'll be nice for Sunday into early next week. And then Cristobal's moisture will get drawn northward across the Mississippi River Valley early to middle next week, and eventually that remnant moisture will make its way eastward during the latter half of next week, and that might give us perhaps some increasing rain chances. So that will be the case for early next week. As we look at the rainfall forecast, you'll notice today, just kind of hit and miss for today. You'll notice on Friday, the risk for scattered showers and thunderstorms, and the same on Saturday until that front comes through. Things are kind of dry out there Sunday, Monday in the wake of that cold front. And then look at the rain expanding northward from the northern Gulf Coast. You'll see that there on the Sunday and Monday panel. That's basically associated with Cristobal's moisture. And then look how it expands northward Tuesday and Wednesday. Eventually that moisture will make its way eastward in the westerly flow. So as we head towards the latter half of next week, maybe we get some increased rain chances from the remnant moisture. All right. From the Storm Prediction Center, they do show a marginal risk. Marginal means like isolated coverage of severe storms, wind gusts being the main threat, particularly from across the western half of North Carolina today. And then just general thunderstorm risks Friday and Saturday, isolated showers and storms for the next couple of days there. All right. As we head into the following week, you'll notice below normal temperatures across much of the eastern U.S. That will be, I think, much enjoyed. It seems like we've been running kind of cool. May was cool, and below normal temperatures here heading into at least into mid-June. I ain't gonna complain. I certainly prefer that over the heat and humidity. That's just me, though. But looks like temperature or rain chances will be neither above or below normal. So that's the way things are shaping up rather for the following week. All right, that pretty much rounds out our briefing. Really, nothing too dramatic or impactful. The heat will be an impact for those. We'll see some heat indices touching the upper 90s again today, particularly across the northern coastal plain. We can't rule out a few isolated severe thunderstorms with damaging wind gusts the main threat, mainly across the western half of the state, mainly north and west of the triangle. Otherwise, look for a daily chance for isolated showers and thunderstorms today, Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday night that cold front sweeps through, giving us drier, sunnier, more pleasant conditions there for Sunday night, and Monday. Look at that at the bottom. Certainly mid 80s is going to be very welcome under the sunny daytime conditions. And then finally, we'll just be looking to our west for Cristobal's remnant moisture to see if that makes its way east toward us. But again, other than the heat and the isolated storm, wind gust or two, for the latter half of this week, really, all in all, not too bad for this time of year and for June. All right, so that wraps up our weekly briefing, the Thursday update. And for those who watch this live via the webinar, thank you so much for attending live. And for those who watch it after the fact on YouTube, thank you as well.